All right, so let's take a look at the harmonization from chapter 4. Let's look at example number 1 here. Okay. So first of all, it's telling us that chords may be designated by letter name, what I like to call lead sheet symbol. Because that's what it's commonly referred to, lead sheet symbol, instead of Roman numeral. I like to do both. So we've been doing both. Let's continue to do both. So if we look at this, let's determine our key signature. Okay, we're going to be playing the right hand melody and left hand chords here. All right, so if we take a look, we got one flat, indicates that we're probably in a major key, which we are, F major. And we'll see the lead sheet symbols have been notated for us. So let's go ahead and convert these to Roman numerals. So an F major chord in the key of F is, of course, the tonic, the 1 chord. Second bar, we go to a C7. Well, in the key of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is the dominant 5. So this is 5-7 here. Then it goes back to the 1 chord, back to the 5-7, and back to the 1 chord. Next, we can go ahead and play that in the left hand. So let's spell that out for ourselves. So left hand chords, an F major chord. It's just F-A-C. Okay. And if you want, you can even write that information down for you. Okay, you can write down as much as you want, F-A-C. C7. Now we could play this in root position. C, E, G, B flat, if you wanted to. If I write down the notes here, C, E, G, B flat, we can also invert this. So remember, in page 91, 92, 93, we were working on going from chord to chord, staying in the closest position possible. That meant incorporating inversions. Okay? And you might also recall that you really only need 2 notes to create the 5-7. That is, the root of the chord and the 7th of the chord. So we will need a C since it's the root of the 5-7 chord, and we'll need a B flat since it's the 7th of the chord. But the E and the G are optional. Okay? In this case, let's say we add the E. 3 notes. You don't have to play all 4 notes of the 5-7 chord. All right? Well, let's do the least amount of motion. Do we have a C from the first chord? We sure do. So let's keep the C the same. So our thumb will stay on C for the 5-7. Okay? And then now the B flat, well, our B flat's right here with second finger. So that means the A goes to B flat, and that's easy. And then what's closest to the E? Well, the F is. So we move the F down a half step. So this is what you'll end up with, an E, a B flat with second finger, and a C with your thumb. 5-2-1, like that. And back to the 1 chord. And this is a very common 5-7 voicing that we use as pianists. So 1 chord to the 5-7, and back to the 1 chord. Back to the 5-7, back to the 1 chord, and just get comfortable with that. Very simple. Once you're comfortable with that, let's take a look at the right hand. So again, I like to look and determine what finger numbers we should use. To do this, we're going to look at the parameter of notes, lowest and highest notes, to determine what to do here. Okay, first thing I'm going to notice is that first measure spans a 5th from F to C. So it makes sense to start with our thumb. Okay? So we'll start with 1, 1, then 3, 5, 3, 1 for the first bar. Now, on the second measure, what I notice is that we're going to have to go down a bit lower here. E, G, E, C. Okay? So on this case, we'll go to third finger on the G here, 3, 3, and then 2, 3, 2, 1. Where am I getting that from? I'm getting that from your arpeggio position for C major. Like that. Okay? That's going to be the second bar. 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll do 3 and then back to 1. So notice this 3 here on F. Why 3? Well, because our thumb was just on the C here. So we don't want to jump up with our thumb like this. Instead, we go to third finger first on the F, and then we do a finger substitution. We switch to first finger on the same F. 3, 1, like that. Going on with the finger numbers. 3, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll give myself a cautionary accidental on that B flat there. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn how to play the right hand. We'll start with the trickiest measure here, which is actually measure 2. Second measure. So start with your third finger on G, and you're just outlining a C major triad, C, E, G. So just 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do it and count. Here we go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 and like that. Again, ready and again. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and just like that. When you're comfortable with that measure, let's jump to another measure. How about the last measure? This is a pretty easy one. Okay, we're in F position, fourth fingers on B flat. Here we go. Ready, and 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. And now with the counting. Ready, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Which leaves the first and third bars, which happen to be identical with each other, note-wise at least. Let's try the first measure. It's basically just an F major triad. 1, 3, 5. Counting and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and. Once again, ready, again. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and. And now try the third measure with third finger. Ready, and 3 and shift 1 and 2 E and a, 3 and. Once you get that down, we can try combining two of the measures together. In this case, let's try combining the second and third measures, because that's actually the trickiest transition you have. So we start with third finger on the G, slowly, and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and third finger on F, shift to your thumb and 3 E and a, 4 and. Go and pause the video, review that a few times until you can do it easily, and then you'll be ready to do the whole exercise with me. Let's try the whole thing together now, starting with your thumb. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and third finger on G and 2, now C major, 2 E and a, 4, third finger on F, shift to your thumb and 3 E and a, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Get comfortable with the right hand. Once you're comfortable with the right hand, we can incorporate the left hand chords. Okay? Here we go. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a, 4 and to the 5, 7 and third finger on G, and 3, E, and A, back to F major, 3, shift to 1, and 3, E, and A, 4 to the 5, 7, 1, and back to F. And that's it slowly. It does say boisterously, so you can play it, work on it, and if you want to go faster, you can. You do not have to make it faster. It's optional. But if you do, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.